If you need to lose weight, or if you're already on a weight loss journey and you've been struggling to love yourself and be kind to yourself along the way, then this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing something that not affects how I feel on a day-to-day basis. It's called a daily glow up. Hi there, I'm Easter and welcome to my channel. Over the past 2 years, I've lost 200 pounds, and the most amazing part about it is not only did I lose the weight, but I did what I needed to feel better about myself overall, having a complete transformation within my mind, spirit, and body. The truth was that I didn't need to just lose weight. I had to find myself again. I was so lost in sadness and self-pity and beating myself up over gaining the weight that I had forgotten to like myself anymore. I forgot that there was even anything to like anymore. And when I was 350 pounds, I simply just didn't like myself, period. What a terrible way to live. And I hope you're not there, but if you are, listen up. When I started my weight loss journey in August of 2022, I came to realize that my weight loss journey had a lot more to do with why I was stuffing the food down my face in copious, embarrassing amounts of food at a time, rather than just, oh, you have to lose weight. I was trying to give myself this invisible hug with food, and although I felt comforted for a minute or two while I was thinking about eating it and while I was eating it, as soon as I was finished, regret, remorse, shame, and beating myself up as in, why the heck did you do that again? I failed again. Do you feel that way too sometimes? Food is not comforting when it makes you feel like that. Reality check. Start to think about how you feel afterwards than how you think it's going to make you feel and how you're feeling in the moment. If you're left feeling not only empty but ashamed and guilt-ridden and hard on yourself, newsflash, food is not comforting you. So let's look at some positive ways that you can do something good for yourself. I started practicing little self-kindness every day, and I started to call this my daily glow up. This was one of the tools that I employed during my weight loss journey. I changed how I thought about myself. It's a very kind way of practicing self-love, and it can be teeny tiny little steps that you take day after day to just feel a little bit better about yourself. Bring that sunshine back into your eyes and your smile. This became part of the foundation I used to build myself up from the inside out, from the bottom up, and to work on all the things that needed working on to get out of that emotional havoc and out of that stress mode and learn to be kind, loving, gracious, patient, tolerant, joyful of myself. Today we're going to dive deep into how you too can practice a daily kind act of a little bit of a glow up to help you come out of the place you may be in and feel a little bit better day after day, because anything good that you do for yourself will lead you to do the next good thing and the next good thing. And if you celebrate all of these positive steps you take and you keep moving forward becomes the only option that you want to choose. It will change and shift your basic outlook. It will shift how you feel about yourself. It will shift how you treat yourself, and eventually how you interact with others as well. Doing this can help make your weight loss journey a lot more meaningful, more sustainable, and honestly, joyful. I started to believe a little bit again, and I started to hope a little bit again. So what exactly is a glow up? A lot of people think of a glow up as pampering yourself, putting makeup on, doing your hair, and feeling pretty. But to me, it's deeper than that. It's about rebuilding yourself and finding your inner beauty that you can let shine out. And yes, that might mean putting lip gloss on or mascara on. It might be doing your hair a little bit differently. It might be going into the closet and wearing that thing that you think is so pretty that makes your eyes pop or your hair shine or your smile seem brighter. Or maybe it's just a color that makes you happy. I lived in pink for years. Literally all of my clothing was pink. The closer I got to feeling better, the more I allowed myself to surround myself with happy things. So maybe flowers make you happy. Surround yourself with flowers. My sister loves unicorns. Surround yourself with unicorns. Whatever it is that makes you happy, keep it present. find things to focus on that make you feel better and give you a little bit of joy. Glow Up is about a total transformation, mind, body, and spirit. It's about taking positive little steps every day to work towards the goal you have of feeling better about yourself. Every little act of kindness you give to yourself, every little bit of pampering you do for yourself helps you feel a little bit better. It takes you out of the I'm not worth it, I'm not worth the time, I'm not worth the effort, I'm not worth the money. That was me, to, hey, that felt good, I'm going to do it again. And every time you feel better about yourself, you feel better about yourself more. Every step forward brings you to the next step forward. I love how positive changes impact you so much that all you want to do is keep moving forward after a little while. And I know that when you're just starting out, having a mindset like that might seem far away from you, but I'm telling you, it comes quickly if you take the baby steps towards doing little acts of kindness towards yourself, practicing self-love, practicing self-care, sticking to your food plan, sticking to your fitness plan. You will find that soon all you want is to move forward, and you'll think, why did I stay in the shadows for so long? I'm just so thankful that someone shook me up and showed me that I had a reason to change things. And as soon as I had that little bit of, hey, I accomplished that today. Oh my gosh, I set a goal and I reached it for a week. I set another goal and I reached that a whole week long. Every time I reached those goals, I wanted to reach further. It became reclaiming myself, finding myself again, and finding that I could actually enjoy who I am and love who I am and hope to be someone that could carry a smile all the time and who could cope through life without breaking again. I can humbly tell you that I am so happy. That's Mario. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so joyful. And I never expected to feel that way. But to be in this place now compared to where I was just over 2 years ago is astonishingly, radically unexpected. I never expected to be happy again. I never expected to feel any form of confidence. I never expected to put myself online telling people how to feel better about themselves because I've been able to accomplish that goal myself. And I hope to share it with you and to inspire you and to encourage you and to give you hope as well. When I first started losing weight, it was all about the numbers on the scale. I have to admit to you, I knew I was in a bad place, but I didn't see getting out of that bad place. But as I started to lose weight and I noticed myself feeling a little bit better about myself and started practicing daily self-care, putting daily structure in, taking care of the emotions that were driving me to eating, I found myself healing not only physically with the weight dropping, but spiritually and emotionally. I was finding myself in a new place and it was better. And day by day, my kindness towards myself grew. One of my earliest discoveries on this part of my journey was that I had curly hair. My hair was quite long at the time, and I always had this puffy, frizzy hair that was okay if I straightened it, but if I didn't straighten it, it just was like everywhere. And I heard somebody say online that their hair was always like it and that they actually had curly hair, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I do. And I threw some product in my hair the next time I washed it, and voila. And I had so much fun discovering this. It gave me a lot of joy, and it gave me some distraction to watch videos on how to do it. You can pat your cheeks and put some rosiness in them. Today you can take a nice long bubbly yummy smelling bath. Maybe today you can do your nails and feel pretty. Maybe today you can read and just sit and relax with some nice calm music on and take time that is purposefully just to get away from the stress of everyday life, bring you out of that negative headspace and give you something else to focus on. Every time you practice one of these things, you're actually saying to yourself, I matter. I'm worth it. I believe that maybe this can be a good thing. And every time you see it is a good thing, and every time you see you do matter, It brings you further out of the shadows. It brings you further into happiness and joy. It's amazing to see how you can shine from the inside out when you let that tiny little spark that may be buried under all those ashes of pain that you've carried for so long, but it's still there. Find it again. Let it grow within you. Let it grow more until you're just beaming with the joy of who you are. Because I bet you're kind. I bet you're giving. I bet you're loving. I bet you're encouraging to others. So please be that way with yourself. The more you express this kindness to yourself, you're bringing yourself up. You're lifting yourself up out of the ashes, and you're lifting yourself out of that dark, daunting place. I know what it's like to feel that you're too far gone, that you're too bad, that you're too old, that you failed too many times, and that you're just not worth it. But that is a lie. It's a lie I believed in. And if you're believing in that lie, I'm telling you, shake your head today, because today can be the day you change from that negative mindset into being positive and kind to yourself, and just doing one small act of something that's going to make you have a tiny little bit of freshness, a tiny little bit of renewal, a tiny little bit of strength. Your strength is going to surprise you. Maybe you don't feel like you have any right now, but day by day as you practice these steps, you will be astounded a few months from now from the sheer determination, the strength you've displayed, and the stubbornness to keep pushing forward even when it was really hard to do so. I think that stepping out of that dark place made me realize that I'm a heck of a lot stronger than I thought I was. I didn't feel it at the time, but I look back and I'm so thankful because I'm not there anymore. I was somebody that was smiling again. I was somebody that had energy and a bounce in my step again. Can you imagine having a bounce in your step again? It's an amazing feeling. I went from being immobile, not able to walk 15 feet across the room, to taking care of two 2-year-olds with more energy than 50 people put together. And you're going to see all the positive things that I'm talking about grow within you too. And it does make you glow, but you glow from the inside out. You don't glow because you put makeup on. You glow because the makeup is sitting on eyes that shine. The makeup is sitting on a smile that lights up the room, and you will light up the room the more you practice kindness to yourself, the more that you practice grace towards yourself, and the more that you allow yourself to push forward through the difficult days. Let's put it this way. I lived in dingy, dark clothes that I felt made me feel like I wanted to be invisible because I was so ashamed of how I looked, and I dressed terribly. One thing I did to glow up was to wear something that made me feel a little bit prettier. I started buying that pink all the time. Pink complemented my face. Pink was just a good color for me, and my eyes were shining when I would wear pink because I was happy. Wear something that makes you happy. If you have a favorite color, if you have a favorite t-shirt with a silly slogan on it, if you have a pretty dress that you look at every day and you think, oh, I'll never have the chance to wear this, wear it today. Feel lovely. Feel special. It doesn't have to be a special day to feel special. But if you can allow yourself to start feeling a little bit better in something, and you get that little bit of a spark in your eyes, focus on doing the things that are going to make you feel better about yourself and eating the right foods, and the weight will drop. Another important part of my glow up was starting to take care of my skin, which I hadn't for a long time. I am religious about daily face care with facial products in the morning and in the evening once I started making progress. I purposefully did things outside of my comfort zone to feel better about myself. And these things, day by day, may not have seemed to have made much of a difference, but 3 months later, I was in completely a different mental state than I was 3 months before. Day by day, they added up, and the weight was dropping because I was paying because I was following my food plan. So I had this fantastic glow up from the inside out happening, the healing from the inside out, and then the weight dropping on the other end at the same time. Can you just imagine how good that's going to feel? Can you imagine? I am a happy person, and I'm not saying I'm happy every day, because life gets in the way and sometimes life hurts and challenging situations happen. But I deal with them and I get through them, and eventually I get over them. You don't have to live in the painful places anymore. You don't have to stay there. You can choose to come out of your comfort zone and do something for yourself. Slowly I came to see that this foreign, happier, healthier, bouncier person was actually me. And I was starting to realize that I was out of that dark place and that I didn't have to be there anymore. So how can you create your own glow up? I talked about starting in the morning with a gratitude prayer or thought or meditation, making your bed, wearing something that makes you feel better for the day. Take a few minutes in the day to take care of yourself. Wash your face, put some moisturizer on, maybe a bit of mascara, or maybe a full makeup if it makes you feel better. Or do some exfoliating, put a mask on, something that's going to make you feel better. And you may just want to have some quiet time that you don't usually take, which is something I don't usually do. So I have to choose to say, okay, tonight you're not going to spend your time studying and working on things like I always do. Take 2 hours and actually enjoy yourself doing something mindful. So I journal, and I might put a program on because I hardly ever open my TV anymore as I don't have time. Or I might read, or I might just listen to music and enjoy it and dance. And these are things that I don't have time for, but I make time for because I know if I don't, it's really easy to slip back into negative ways and not taking care of that part of myself. And it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to come out of the shadows. It's time to live in the sunshine, to live in love and grace and happiness. Your daily glow up is going to be about so much more than looking good on the outside. It's going to be its own journey of discovering the beautiful person you are on the inside. And the more beautiful you feel on the inside, the more you shine on the outside, and the better care you'll take of yourself, the more you'll be motivated to keep sticking to your eating plan and to walk forward and to do a little bit of exercise every day. This is powerful, and it's something I want you to embrace and grab onto so that you can have the same joy that I have felt. So if you're stuck in that dark place right now, struggling with being kind to yourself, struggling with self-love, take a little step and embrace yourself on the inside and remind yourself that you are worth a tiny act of kindness and something that will make you feel better about yourself. I encourage you to try these simple, happy practices daily and watch the difference it will make to you. If this resonated with you and you can say, yeah, I'm in that place, but I need to do something about it, or yes, I'm on my weight loss journey, she's got it, I need to do this too, hit that comment section and let me know what you're going to do for yourself today to feel better and be kind to yourself. Then give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and keep coming back for more, because there's lots more coming. See you soon.